investigation.
Hey, everybody.
Actually just wrapped up the cleansing.
Yep.
Wonderful family here. We started several hours ago. I don't even know what time it is. But we did not want to keep her out like crazy late tonight, so pretty good investigation.
Look. Can you see it? Only for the cleansing.
So we'll have to go back home and go over everything and figure out what all we documented. But I'll show you guys. Hey Beth, I'm live for a second, okay, on YouTube. Do you mind?
You what now?
I'm live on YouTube.
No, I don't mind.
Let everybody say hi. This is Beth,
Hi.
the wonderful lady that we worked with tonight, and you guys all know Rocky.
They've been a blessing. I love these guys.
Right now we're going over all the cleansing information we leave with each client. And what were you saying? Sorry, I cut you off.
I just love you guys. I mean, you're heaven sent. I mean, you came so quickly. You know, I didn't know how much longer I could hang on, and you came quickly, and I was so thankful. I'm so grateful for people like you that understand what goes on in your home. You know, the interruption, your whole life's upside down, and you just don't know how it happened, but you know what you have to do. And I called on you guys. Foreman brothers rock. They rock. I love them.
Well, we thank you for reaching out and trusting in us, okay?
Thank you.
Hopefully tonight's the first night of a new beginning.
Yes, yes, it is. I just didn't know how long this has been going on, but I feel like it's just peaked, you know. And I mean, it even feels good in here. It feels lighter. I feel like I can breathe.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't feel. I always was holding my breath when I was here, just waiting for something to happen, not wanting it to, but it, you know, it just every minute something was going on, you know. I never slept in my bed for a month, so I'm just
You was at
normal.
You said you was at the last limit where you was about ready to sleep in your car too.
Yeah, yeah, I was. I was going to go, because I just needed some peace. I couldn't even think straight. My thought process was not even there like it should be. That was threatening alone. So, I mean.
And I think that's what a lot of people don't understand is until you actually go through something like this that you can't explain, especially, you know, it's just, you just want answers and...
I do, and I beg my daughter to please believe me. You know, it's true. I was just so frustrated because people didn't understand. I couldn't hold it against them. If you're not in the midst of this, you have no clue what's going on.
It's very true.
Yeah, it is.
Until you see and experience it, you'll never know.
That is so true.
They can get very bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, we leave all the clients with extra cleansing stuff, plus metals, instructions. We got stuff to smoke the house, bless salt. So
I'm excited about it. I'm just so excited about my life now. You know, I feel like I'm going to live to 100 anyway. You know, I just want to be happy getting to 100. So, yeah.
everybody deserves to be happy.
Yeah, and have peace in their life.
Get back to church.
Yeah, yes, yes. Mother's Day's tomorrow, and I tell you what, this was the best Mother's Day gift anybody could ever have, and I'm just so grateful. I promise, I'm so thankful for you guys.
You're welcome.
Just remember, keep the faith and trust in God that He'll keep you safe. And
Yeah, he's taken me, he's been with me for, well, since I was like 12, 13, I started calling on him.
Okay, I'll let you guys finish that, and
Okay.
thank you again.
Thank you.
It was wonderful getting to know you. And
You too.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
So,
have a wonderful Mother's Day, and we'll definitely be in touch. Just give us a few days to go over
oh, I
everything,
will.
okay?
I'm sorry I called you. I thought you called me and I didn't call you back.
Yeah,
But half the time my phone doesn't ring, it won't work for me, but I'm sure it will now.
we played phone tag a lot, didn't we?
Yeah,
Me
we
and you.
did.
But
Oh,
it all
just-
worked out, didn't it?
I just don't want to be that nervous person, you know. I don't like being nervous, anxious, you know. So I'm going to pray about that, and the Lord will help me calm down and
Mhm.
just find peace in my heart. So,
Yeah, you'll get there.
yeah, this was devastating. This was crippling, is what it was. I felt crippled. You know, we just couldn't think. I don't know how it happened, but it happens. It happens when you're not even suspecting anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
You keep going over it in your mind. Now, is this something's going on? I never heard them speak at all. I just heard a lot of banging aggressively, you know. Yeah, it was aggressive. And I mean, it was in my head. I was just like I said, I had so much rage. I tried to hit a car because she went before me at the stop sign. I'm not like that at all. I'm pretty laid back, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And if you find out about the nursing
Yes.
home stuff, let me know for sure,
I
okay?
will definitely let you know.
I'm sure somebody around here knows.
Yeah. Well, none of them. I don't know, but I know they know at the office. It might be Monday, but I'll still ask around.
Okay.
Yeah, we've had one lady here that's been here over 20 years. She should know.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Put this down as
Well, I'll be
one of the
getting my
coolest
settlement pretty soon, and I'm getting
crucifixes.
That's awesome.
That's gonna be
Yeah,
great.
I got your privacy.
We'll pray for you on that.
Yeah.
So,
Mow my own yard, make
Oh,
a
yeah.
garden.
Oh yeah, the garden stuff I love.
Oh
grab
gosh.
that candle so it don't fall over. 'Cause it's kind of round every time. I just didn't want it to fall over.
And just remember, after you go through the cleansing,
Mhm.
after you're done with this at the beginning,
Yes.
just blow it out, and it'll be good for all the cleansings.
Okay.
The extra.
I burnt those all the time.
Yeah.
That I just felt like I need to burn a candle all the time, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Just keep the light on. That's why I looked at it, you know?
Yeah.
So it's,
Okay, we'll let you, we've kept you up awful late tonight, so
okay. My back don't hurt now.
No,
Well, that's awesome.
it's nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. You guys are just great.
Thank you.
Well, we appreciate everything.
Enjoyed to get
so.
spend some time with you.
You guys, come on, at least take the chicken.
Oh, yeah, we'll do that. She even made us chicken.
Yeah.
We don't pass up on food.
it's rocky with
I'm
the
gonna
grain.
just wrap these up
cheese.
and you guys just.
Well, make sure you
And
make you a
mashed
good
potatoes.
place.
Oh, I've got, no,
We cleansed my vehicle too,
I'm fine.
Keep it
Oh,
from
yeah,
getting
that's
too
good.
which you'll see when the episode comes out while we cleanse my vehicle.
In the refrigerator.
So I'm going to take you guys along the ride with me, just in case anything strange happens in my car. But we did cleanse my car. Yeah, we got a very disturbing message last night. A lot of you guys know I was going to take this weekend off and finish cleaning up the property, but like I said, we got a pretty disturbing message from her last night and felt that she could possibly be in danger. So we packed things up and headed up here. And plus with Mother's Day tomorrow, you know, you want her to have a happy Mother's Day, and all of you moms out there, hopefully you have a happy Mother's Day. But yeah, we'll definitely, it was pretty neat, which a lot of the stuff we have to go over because you don't know exactly what all, because you're kind of like in the moment. So trying to make sense of everything. But we had our command post set up out here in my van, because it's, as you've seen, it's a smaller place. So we went in one at a time, and it was weird because the spirits were like it would go quiet in there when I was in there. No alarms would go off, no communication. But I didn't realize Rocky and them were getting all kinds of communication out here. So it was like bouncing back and forth between my van and inside the house. So, which a lot of stuff they documented out here, I have no clue. I don't know. All you can do is try, and hopefully she'll get a good night's sleep. Like I said, she was literally like sleeping in her car. She didn't want to go back inside the house, which, you know, you feel bad for people like that are in that situation. It was definitely a good solid investigation. I don't think I was like, I feel like I could have done better. You always feel like you could have done better, but with everything going on, it's just trying to get back in that frame of mind where, you know, your focus is the investigation and helping the families. And so Rocky and Sean definitely carried things tonight. Anyhow, hopefully all of you guys have a happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, and we're going to head back to Ohio. Sean's got his chicken. Probably turn off my AC. I don't think I need the AC now. Let's see. Yeah. I don't know if I can reach my shoulder. We'll put a light back there just in case something pops up in the back seat. Okay, hopefully this is an uneventful ride home. Lord, get us home safe. Whatever was talking to us, make sure they are not here. Especially like when you're driving home by yourself. I try not to look in the rearview mirror because I don't want to see something pop up in my mirror behind me. I do apologize, I am not reading the chat right now. Thank you guys for the donations. I see there was a donation, so thank you. I feel like I'm already hearing stuff back there. Try not to creep myself out. I'll turn some heat on. I'm gonna wait for hit the cars. So yeah, investigate tonight, and then we've got to, I believe Tuesday, we've got another family haunting that was referred to us from a church. They've had, I don't know if they've had like local pastors or priests inside the house. And evidently some bad things happened and they left. So we are going in and see what we can figure out. Yeah, hopefully Beth, everybody just say a prayer for Beth, that she has peace. I feel like you never want to see anybody go through that stuff, but especially like I believe she said she was 70. You know, you just want to get to that age, you just want to enjoy the rest of your life and not deal with crap like this. But for some reason, I believe this place was a nursing home at some point. So we're going to do some research and try to figure out if it was or not. But I tell you what, if we find out that this place was a nursing home, that's going to really validate a lot of the stuff that we got tonight. We do apologize that there was not an episode Friday night, but we'll be back next week with a brand new episode Friday night. And then we should be back on to...
This is 40, turn right.
Okay. See ya. All right. See ya. Oh, Rocky and Sean are leaving me. They go one direction, I go a different direction. Yeah, so the key when you're driving home after a creepy investigation is don't look in the rearview mirror. Yeah, so next Friday night will be the Mansfield Reformatory episode, which is a really, really, really good episode. That's one location, even though we've lived in Ohio our entire life, we've never been to Mansfield. So this was our first chance to get in there and investigate, and I bet we didn't even investigate 50% of the prison. Anybody that's ever been to Mansfield, it's almost impossible to investigate that entire place in one night. But it's a pretty good episode. And another good thing about Mansfield is they have like security cameras all over the prison. So, you know, they're monitoring their cameras plus all the cameras we got going, which is helpful because something very traumatic happened to me in the solitary confinement, and we caught it on 2 of our cameras, plus they caught it on their security, which helps. Yeah, it's a pretty good episode. And then the week after that, we've got a brand new family haunting that will be coming out. So yeah, we've got lots of episodes coming out. I think what I'm going to do is take this road. Sean bought me a coffee, I didn't even drink it. I think this car wants the race. Yeah, just in case anything creepy happens, you guys can be here with me. Even though you're not like technically here with me, it still kind of feels like you're here with me. So technically I'm alone, but in my brain, I'm not. Trying to think what else. I guess I should update you. We've got 90% of the property cleaned up. I've got a little bit more work to do on the backyard. And then I think there's one area like in the backyard. I don't know if I told you guys this before, but like all of our power lines and all that stuff basically runs the back of the properties. And there's still a bunch of power lines down. They put up new telephone poles and new power lines and all that stuff through there, but all the old lines and all the broken telephone poles are still laying back there, so I'm not for sure. But yeah, it's like as soon as people fill up the streets full of branches and trees and all that stuff, the city's trying to haul all that stuff away. But I believe somebody said, like our park, I don't know if anybody's ever been to like the Greenville Park. It's probably one of the nicest parks around. I mean, it's just a beautiful park. And I guess they lost 80% of their trees. And they've got some of the biggest, the most beautiful trees out there too. It's just, I think almost every structure out there had a tree fall on it. Trees in the middle of the ponds. So it was a lot of damage. But the city's slowly getting things back together. One of our cemeteries was hit really hard. I know there were groups of people out at the cemetery trying to clean up all the trees and stuff off the headstones. But definitely our neighborhood, I mean, it's still weird without all the, you know, when you have the missing trees and stuff, it always looks weird. So yeah, now we're just waiting for the insurance adjusters for the roof and the siding and all that stuff. And I went to mow my grass yesterday, opened up my shed door, and there's a big half of a tree shoved straight through my shed, went right through the roof. So I've got to put a new roof on my shed too. But all that stuff's cosmetic, so we're just fortunate that it wasn't any worse than what it was, and nobody got seriously hurt. All the other stuff can be replaced. I tell you, all you people that live like out west and down south where you get like the F4, the F5 tornadoes, I honestly could not imagine going through something like that. I believe the one that went through our area, they said was an F1. So I think that's like 110, 150 mile per hour winds. It was, I think, what did they say, quarter mile, half mile wide. I mean, we get bigger tornadoes. The one that hit north of Greenville a month ago or so, I think that was an F3. That went through Winchester and Union City, and I gotta make sure I don't miss my turn. I should turn on. If I miss my turn, I will be screwed. But yeah, like down south and like Texas and stuff, and out west where you guys are accustomed to those massive tornadoes. Definitely want to have a tornado shelter or a basement, or so I'm pretty sure our closet is probably, I mean, it's definitely the safest place for us because we don't have a basement or anything like that. I will say that's probably the longest I ever, because we just got our power back on yesterday, and I got our Wi-Fi back on yesterday. So I think that's like the longest I've ever went without editing videos. Which was actually a nice break. Which really wasn't a break because I was dragging trees out to the front road and went up and put a tarp on my roof. And, you know, you guys all know that I hate heights, so that was quite the adventure. Though I did figure out 2 things I would never be good at is being a roofer and being a tree trimmer. So I better stick to chasing ghosts. You guys see anything creepy behind me yet? I feel like this is the road I want. I think. Maybe not. Nope, this is not the road. I don't typically go back to Ohio this way, so... That is not the road. So we were supposed to go to Illinois this weekend. Unfortunately, I had to contact that family. Just with the travel time and stuff, it was almost impossible for us to make it. Just without having any power or anything like that, trying to get everything charged. And fortunately, this case, when this lady contacted us, she isn't like crazy far for us. So I definitely would need to get the Illinois case scheduled and get back up there and get some of these family hauntings caught up. I wish I could read chat. I do apologize. Give a shout out to everybody in Patreon and all the channel members and all of you wonderful people across YouTube land. On Patreon, I will have a brand new episode coming out. I'm going to try to upload it tomorrow. But I can't guarantee that because I'm going to go to Mother's Day dinner and otherwise, I'll be in the doghouse. So yeah, I'll try to upload that to Patreon tomorrow. That'll be the Bobby Mackey episode. Yeah, next Friday will be the Mansfield, and then the Friday after that we'll do the family haunting we did here in Ohio. And then ironically enough, I've still got the tornado episode I've got to put out. So I'll probably put that out. I don't know if you guys remember, we went live there when Winchester, Indiana was hit with that F3 tornado. The historic stone mansion, which we investigated probably about 3 years ago. Maybe longer than that. I think it was about 3 years ago. But anyhow, it was damaged, heavily damaged by the tornado that went through Winchester. So we went there to investigate to see if the spirits were aware of what happened to their building, how the storm affected the haunting. So that's a pretty cool episode. That's 2 locations that we've investigated that tornadoes have hit. One was Ashmore Estates, and the other one was, which Ashmore Estates, I think the tornado hit the following morning, or the following day. And then the Stone Mansion, that was 3 years later, but still. I feel like I drank way too much coffee. I was trying to get my cruise control to set. Yeah, if you guys have any exciting plans that you're doing tomorrow for Mother's Day, drop a comment below, and I'll check out the comments tomorrow sometime, and at least you got to see kind of the ending part of the cleansing process, which is basically, I mean, you guys know how we do things. We go in, do the interviews. Oops, sorry, left my brights on. Do the interview, do the investigation, we do the cleansing. Sometimes the family's there with us, sometimes they're not. Just depending on if they want to be involved with it. I prefer to have the family there so you can say a prayer over them and bless them as well. That way, if there is something attached to them, you're covering all the bases. I feel like I got to do some filming tomorrow too. I got to check my schedule. Might be a pretty busy day tomorrow. I'm hoping maybe I can do like a video call with them versus driving there to film it. We'll see. Video call would definitely be easier on my schedule tomorrow. Oh, shit. That's the bad thing about driving home at night. Animals right out in front of you. That was a possum. Better slow down. Probably don't want to do 55 and a 35. Trying to think what we could. We've lost a few people, so my drive home must be boring. I do apologize. Like, we need to go live. Excuse me. We need to go live at an investigation sometime. We haven't done that in a while. Maybe we'll try to do that Tuesday night. Give you guys something to do Tuesday night. I gotta try to figure out Tuesday because that's gonna be such a long drive. What did you guys think about last Friday night? Not this past Friday, but the Friday before that's episode. With the tarot cards and the Ouija board. And that was definitely a very interesting case. And I think there's times like, because it's not like she was doing that stuff to, you know, call on spirits or whatever. It's just, and I have to admit, I don't know a whole lot about tarot cards and how all that stuff works. And but it's like with anything you do in the paranormal. I mean, even with what we do, it's possible for us to get an attachment or, you know, conjure up something. Obviously, we try not to do that in the way that we question things. But you know, just things as simple as running a voice recorder and doing an EVP session, there's always that chance that something bad could happen. We're pretty good at safeguarding ourselves against that stuff. So hopefully tomorrow morning Beth will contact us and say that she's had the best sleep she's had in over a year, and enjoy her Mother's Day. And it's weird, and we basically literally have every client tell us, like after they come back in the house, after we've cleansed it, just how much easier it is to breathe in the house. Like the air feels, it's not as thick, it's not as heavy, which is, unless you're there to like witness it, it's so hard to explain. Like the feeling you get when you first walk into the house, the feelings you get when you're investigating the house, and then after the cleansing, it's just a completely different feeling inside the location. Now there are some times that doesn't happen, but I would say majority of the time you just have that, where just everything just shifts. It was definitely one strange investigation. It's the great thing about the paranormal. Each investigation's different, each case is different, the history's different, the spirits that you communicate with, how the spirits are able to communicate with you is different. I will say the spirits at this place liked Rocky and Sean better than they did me, so that'll give you something to think about. I did start editing a new family haunting this afternoon, the one that we did up in Milwaukee. I'm gonna tell you guys, I'll try to put something out there sometime this week. I've never in my life had an interview like this. I'm trying to think how to say this. You know, sometimes you sit down an interview and you listen to what people say, and it's kind of, you listen to it as a skeptic, I guess is the proper way to say it. But the crap that we had happen during this interview is something that I've never experienced before. So I'm going to put out a little clip. Because I know there's going to be people that say, oh, this lady's crazy, she's off her rocker or whatever. But you can't explain what happened. This is pretty creepy. So I'll try to put something probably Tuesday or not Tuesday because we'll be on the road filming Tuesday, but probably Wednesday or Thursday. We were going to go work on some Chasing Evil stuff in the next couple weeks, in which we may in the next couple weeks. It's just, I've been watching some of those cases online, especially like the Sebastian Rogers case. There's just so much drama online with that case, which is sad because, you know, the main goal and the main focus should be trying to figure out what happened to Sebastian, not so much, you know, who did what, who's to blame. You know, law enforcement will figure all that stuff out. The main focus, I think, should be, where is Sebastian? Which I'm not saying it's like that with, it's that way with everybody, but just a lot of drama in that case. And then you're thinking to yourself, you know, do you want to get mixed up in the middle of that? Although with Chasing Evil, we try to avoid all that stuff. But, I don't know, we'll see. I still think that case can be solved. I just wish people would just focus on trying to figure out where he is. I think definitely get down there on location and run spirit box sessions. And then probably what we'll have to do, because it's such a long drive for us, is basically review everything while we're there. That way we can go out and search some areas. But definitely with Chasing Evil, we try to keep an open mind. Because one thing you learn over the years working on like cold cases and missing person cases is never assume the obvious. Because those cases always take twists and turns and things that you would never even think about or never expect. Those are two cases I really want to get started on, is the Sebastian Rogers and then Summer Wells. And then we've got a case up in Michigan, which is kind of like the Paintsville episode we did, where there were two people that passed away on a lake. Good thing is there's nothing creepy coming up in the back to grab me. So I think if there was anything in the car, they would have probably let themselves be known by now. Kind of boring driving home at night by yourself. Hence why I have you guys on here. But yeah, family's doing good. My neighbors are doing good. So everything's kind of been going pretty good. Just doing a lot of work. Props to all the linemen getting all the lines and telephone poles put back up. We had so many telephone poles down. It's just crazy. That's another job I would not want to have. Mess with electricity. Thank you to the Spectrum for getting our internet back on. You guys rock. I spent a couple days going back and forth to the gas station getting gas for the generator and staying up with the generator all night, making sure it didn't run out of gas. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have been through that before. My van smells like sage because Sean saged my van before I left, so. Kenzie will probably think somebody was in here smoking weed, but nope, it's just sage. That's why I keep wanting to sneeze. But anyhow, thank you guys all for joining me on this amazing trip home. And we'll see you guys Friday night for a brand new episode. Like I said, I think Sean said something about going live Tuesday on our way to the family haunting. I guess we got a lot of fan mail that's been backing up over the last couple weeks. So we'll do all that stuff with you guys Tuesday night, Tuesday afternoon sometime. Other than that, we'll see you guys at the premiere Friday night. Everybody have a happy Mother's Day. Have a good rest of your weekend. Please, if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button. You can check us out on Patreon or click that little join button below and join Team Nightmare membership. And then TikTok, Instagram, all that fun stuff. Also, one more thing before I leave here. Very important. We do not have any GoFundMe pages. I have no GoFundMe pages. I'm not affiliated with no GoFundMe pages. So there are a lot of people starting GoFundMe pages in my name, which is very frustrating. So just so you guys know, do not donate to any of those. That is not us. That is not me. Those are scams. So we appreciate all your guys' support and prayers, but we do not ask anybody for money. We do not start GoFundMe pages, so please avoid those. If you see any under my name, just report them. That is not us. I don't want any of you guys getting ripped off thinking you're doing something nice. It's just very sad that some people will exploit any situation and try to profit off of it, which is very aggravating. So just so you guys know, be aware of that. That is not us. And you guys have a great weekend. I'm going around a curve, so I don't want to stop the live just yet, because I'll run off the curb and crash, and we don't want to do that. Also, shout out to our mods. But yeah, everybody have a good weekend. Happy Mother's Day. And we'll see you guys Tuesday, and then brand new episode. Everything will be back to normal starting next week. So thank you guys, and everybody have a good weekend. Oops.